So I understand freezing in the moment when a potential murderer or at least just a strange man is in your home after 4 a.m. What I don't quite understand at this time is the police were not called until about noon the next day. That's the information we have. And also the roommates had called other people over because
Okay, so they've got him pinned to the wall, and I honestly believe that. However, this situation right here isn't going to be swept under the rug. Not calling law enforcement for nearly 10 hours is a big problem. If Dylan were a male, he would be in handcuffs right now. And there'd be no doubt in my mind that they'll be thinking he played a part in it. I'm not understanding why they're not looking at this from an investigative point of view rather than just a victimized point of view. Because remember, his first question was, am I the only one arrested for this? This is interesting. I'm not saying she's involved. I'm just saying her behavior defies the logic.
because they were concerned about their roommate. So they called friends to come over before they called police. So the state of shock, I'm curious about how long it could possibly last and why they would have called somebody else before they called police.
This entire case is strange. You've got a smart, intellectual, bright criminology student who makes a ton of mistakes. Then you've got a bright, beautiful young girl who witnesses a stranger in her home but does not dial 911, goes to bed, wakes up, and calls her friends because she's concerned. None of this is making sense to me.
Well, I don't know that it would last that long, but maybe there's another explanation. Maybe she was afraid. Maybe she was in denial about what she was seeing. Maybe, she had been consuming alcohol. There's any number of reasons that she could have delayed it, but obviously I don't think it was for any nefarious purpose. I just think it was probably her particular response to something that she couldn't believe that she was seeing. It's also possible that maybe she told herself that maybe this is related to one of the other roommates, that someone else is in the home. We just won't really know. There's really no way to ask, unfortunately.
And I know this is a difficult question for you to answer, but it's why we have you on. The alleged killer here killed 4 people and then just walked right past a 5th. I'm curious as to what that indicates about the mental state of the suspect in this situation.
So I believe what you're going to find out is that this killer was stalking a particular individual. And what do we know about stalkers? We know that the risk of violence increases if there's an intimate relationship with them. We know that the risk of violence increases if there's a history of substance use, criminal behavior, unemployment. So I believe that he had contact with one of these victims. Whether it was a casual contact or a more intimate contact, we won't know yet until we find out more information. But I believe there was a single target here, and these people that were there with her were probably just other unfortunate victims.
Okay, I'm not an official of the law by any means. I'm just a guy that calls a spade a spade. And I believe that at some point they need to get serious about questioning surrounding the response time and the delayed call for police. I also believe that they're going to have to tighten up a little bit on the thinking going into this. It seems like everyone's, celebrating too quick. And I'm afraid that they may make mistakes that the defense can capitalize on. Just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Like, comment below. Until next video, remain safe and may God bless us all.